Good Tuesday evening, everyone. I want to jump on here and just give you kind of a quick update on the threats that we have coming. Of course, we've been unseasonably mild for this time of the year, and so we all know that when you get this warm this early, there's going to be some problems. Our first threat comes Wednesday night. Now, we're looking good on Wednesday. It's Wednesday night that we have the risk for strong to severe thunderstorms. I was just looking at some data that came in this evening, and it's a little bit more concerning than I would like for it to look like. We have some good turning of winds with height, so storms will be able to rotate. Does that mean they'll put down tornadoes? No, it means they'll be able to rotate. Now you can get, most severe thunderstorms have some degree of rotation. With warm fronts, what they often do is they take that rotation and they can make some pretty good sized hailstones. Now, I think the greatest risk for the largest hailstones will be to our southwest across southern Middle Tennessee, but we certainly can't rule out hail here on the Cumberland Plateau. Warm fronts are notorious for producing hail. We also have the potential for flash flooding. Those rotating thunderstorms can also put down some hefty downpours. And so we'll see some gusty winds, heavy rainfall, strong to severe thunderstorms, and yes, there is even the risk for an isolated tornado. So that'll all be something that we'll be looking out for Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Then we have another chance for severe storms. Friday morning is the way it's looking right now. It could come early in the morning on Friday. Like before sunrise, or it could come closer to mid-morning, closer to lunchtime. That's something that we're trying to work out right now with the timing of that front, and it could make a difference. We could have a lower severe weather threat if it comes in before daybreak. We could have a much greater severe weather risk if it comes in closer to mid-morning, closer to lunchtime. To be honest with you, I'm not really sold on the idea of it being any less severe what time it comes through, because this is a very intense storm system. I'm not sure it's going to really matter. Flash flooding will also be a risk Friday morning, and then we have strong winds coming Friday, wind gusts to 45 miles per hour throughout the day on Friday, going on into Friday night. Now, with saturated soils, that could lead to some trees coming down, especially ones with shallow-rooted soils. So we'll be mindful of that and sporadic power outages. So this is my concern for Wednesday night. Main threat time frame, I'm saying between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Timing could change, so stay tuned. High risk for flash flooding. Decent risk, a medium risk for straight line winds, hail, and a low risk for a tornado. So all severe threats are there Wednesday night, especially as it looks right now between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Then on Friday, main threat time frame as it looks right now, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. and timing could change. I'm much more confident about Wednesday night's timing than I am Friday mornings, because the data is a little bit harder to read for Friday morning just because we're on Tuesday night and this is Friday. It's a few days away, and this is a very powerful storm system, and things are quickly changing. I mean, it's moving onto the West Coast, so we need to wait until it gets more inland and see exactly what it's going to do. So bottom line is we need to be weather aware. I know I've not mentioned much about Thursday. Thursday morning could be a little touch and go with some flash flooding and whatnot. But as it looks right now, I think Thursday is going to be okay, but I will certainly keep a close eye on that because we are going to be very unstable. We just don't have anything to really lift the air, say like a front or an upper level disturbance in the atmosphere. It seems like we're going to be lacking lift on Thursday. Now, if we could find something to lift that air, would be talking about some troubles. But you can have a warm and humid day with everything, with all the ingredients there for whatever. And as long as you don't have anything to lift it up into the atmosphere, you're going to be all right. So I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll see if anything changes with that. I'm sure there will be some special discussions tomorrow by the Weather Service and more updates coming from the Storm Prediction Center. I'll keep an eye on things, and you all just keep it right here at meteorologistsmart.com.